Okay, and then do I push the button again and it moves again, or is it just there forever? She's
Yep.
like, oh shit!
You press the button again and you like almost fall on the floor, you know, because it like surprises you. It releases so quickly.
Awesome. Anti-gravity shield. Not even anti-gravity. Stasis.
Immovable mirror shield.
Oh, I love that it's a mirror.
All right, now on to Cedric.
Yes.
Let's see here.
You said yes in character voice in response.
Let's pull up an initiative. Take some time to write goals and beliefs now before we start this here battle. Andy and I were talking a little bit before the session, and I was saying that like I feel like maybe not this session, but this arc I feel like might be the last arc of the campaign, and like a lot more has happened than I expected. I feel like once you deal with the Eld thing, that might be a clean ending point.
They might. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll see. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, we just really kept pushing.
Yeah, definitely, especially this whole crow thing. There's a couple other things we could probably chase down and resolve, like Erg and even Cedric's family and stuff like that, but we don't have to. Like, you guys kind of completed your story together in a nice way. Also, we can revisit these characters in a different campaign, later in a different situation.
Maybe kind of like a slice of life situation. Maybe like maybe it's like a kind of like a house sitting thing, and we're like, "Hey, did you leave crumbs on the bed again?" And we'll be like, I didn't. It was someone else, right?
Yeah, it'll be like, you remember when they had Justice friends on Dexter's Lab? It was like kind of like Avengers, but they were just roommates.
Yeah, exactly like that.
And instead of the Hulk, it was the Incredible Crunk.
Who says that adventures need to involve violence? Isn't life an adventure?
No, but it'd be nice to like revisit them for a different campaign later. As like this whole campaign has been about being on the run. It'd be nice to see them as like an established group, later
Oh yeah.
too. Right.
Feel free to enjoy my sick rolls in the chat, Charlie, because you weren't here when I rolled them.
Oh yeah.
Very nice level.
Oh wow. Rolled an 80. Jeez.
I know, and I rolled max HP again.
All right. Goals and beliefs. Got any? Well, you guys drop those in chat. I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
I think I need to get rid of my third goal because I just don't think anything's gonna come of that. Change that one up somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete the silk farm thing. I don't think we're ever going back.
Best is when you take something off your goals and then you do it the next session.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep my secondary goals in a separate box.
I do too, but I don't know why I accidentally have all this negative space at the bottom of my goals. I guess I had more. Extra enters.
Bunch of lines.
I got big plans, I guess. I like your belief, Cedric.
Thank you.
And I like Zuzu. I like number 5. I will kill an eld at the very least. Yeah, I want to do more.
I like Dante's new belief.
Actually, that session count too, now, but
Wow.
Trying to find some common ground here in these goals and beliefs. I wish I could be like, so tell me about your belief.
I kept mine super simple this time. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know how I can have anything but survive as one of my goals. I just think that's. If it's a half point or XP, it's just.
It's on the
curious.
press. You're like, yeah, it's a front burner belief or goal.
You said last fucking what was it? Last session that you don't wait. You said that polymorph doesn't like give you new health.
No. It gives you new damage.
Man, that's rough.
I thought it gave you new
Yeah.
armor. Like you could bust 2 armor of that, and then you would go back to your normal self and have 2 armor still.
Yeah, I think you can have armor, you can have damage, but it doesn't increase your hit points.
No.
Just out of curiosity, Cedric, what's your health point total?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm very curious.
You don't.
Cedric, at level 4, I've been doing cardio, so I'm rocking 7 hit points.
Oh my god. I have so many more hit points than you.
Oh no! 7
Andy.
Okay, what do you guys have? 8? 9 hit points? 10?
I'm a level lower than you.
If it makes you feel any better, I think I only had I think I had just about the same amount of hit points with my wizard when I was playing him at your level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a 1d4. It's just,
It's a
I've
1d4.
rolled 3 ones.
I don't remember what my level 4 health was, but I know that I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1 for my health for the first 3 levels at least.
Yeah, I started with a 1. I rolled a 1, that's why I took a magical item, which then I wasted. So.
Well, I wouldn't say wasted. You tried to use it. It just didn't work.
Yes, correct.
That's
It's
how life
tough
works.
when it's a ranged attack, because it's like, oh yeah, I suck at that too.
I can't believe. Can you tell me again how many hit points you have?
7.
Oh my god.
Hold up, let me count those on my fingers. 1, 2,
I have,
3, 4,
as
5,
someone who has
6,
rolled
7,
max
7.
every single level, as I'm realizing, how is it possible? 7, my brother.
Well,
Yeah, what are you at now? I'm curious. We're max at every level, but what does that lead you to?
That'd be a 32.
Mother goddamn, are you? Fuck, that's so much. That's so much health.
That's why I'm like fine with playing another character or whatever. If I were to die, like totally fine, not a big deal. I would love to bring someone new
How would-
around.
How would you die?
Yeah, how would you
But-
die?
Yeah, how would you
Why
die?
would you die?
Why would I
Howard
ever
kill.
want to abandon 16 strength? Like I have, my lowest is a 10 charisma. Like this character is so powerful.
It's like Vexos the Sun rises and strikes you with his sword for a critical hit, taking 20 damage, and you're like, wow, geez, a couple more of those, I'm in big trouble.
Guess I break my mirror shield.
It's called power word kill, guys. It's the easiest way to die in this game.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, y'all.
I wish I could trade HP with you, brother.
I don't want your. I don't want your. What's the word I'm
Go
looking
on.
for? What's the word I'm looking for?
A charity?
It's like a cane. What do you call? What would you say?
Crutch?
Crutch. A
Crutch.
crutch. Yeah.
Oh,
It's your
wow.
crutch. That's your crutch.
On fire.
I'm very quick-witted, so I think of words like crutch just right off the top of my head.
That's gonna be your trait,
That's
personally.
my trait. No words good is one of my goals.
Speaking half sentences, broken sentences for the rest of the game.
He is a raven now, or a buzzard.
Good first goal, Cedric.
Thanks.
Dante, that's an interesting new belief. That's good.
I had it last week too. I just forgot to up the session counter.
Nice. Cool. This look good, everybody. Why doesn't, if you haven't, draw your token out to the tower.
Yeah, big boys.
The tower.
Oh, we should have made a buzzard for you, brother.
It's not too late.
Just give him a little bird. Is that one of the options? When you click.
So we did talk about this briefly, but we will need to address my damage and possibly armor.
Yeah, there's stats for a giant hawk in OSE, so we shall use that. I have it bookmarked. 1 second.
My character is so shiny. I have this golden cloak, a mirror shield. I'm so shiny.
Oh shit, I forgot to get a drink while I was in there. What am I doing with my life? Lauren started talking to me about house shit and I got all mixed up.
We expected better from you.
Uh,
And now drinkless?
I'm eating
It's hard,
pretzels.
boy.
I'm eating pretzels. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
You're eating pretzels drinkless? Charlie, don't.
Go, my son.
Charlie, are you eating those pretzels that make you sick? What do we? You gotta stay out of those.
No.
You're eating your-
These pretzels.
I offered Charlie's like, I can't eat those pretzels. Like they make me sick. And I offered them to Charlie, and Becky like knocked them out of my hands. She's like, he can't have those. I'm like, he's not a dog. He knows he can't have them.
Not Otis. What kind are they? The dots?
They're dots.
Yeah,
Yes.
dots. Is it the MSG?
No, MSG is I'm fine with. It's something in the fucking seasoning, particularly the hot ones. Like fuck me up one time, worse than I've ever like been messed up.
The Southwest dots are so good.
Yeah, the seasoning, I don't know. I don't trust it. I think it's made out of microplastics.
Oh, I bet that's why it's so good.
Probably.
It's shredded.
They sell just the seasoning at Hobby Lobby or somewhere.
Do they really know?
It's just
Mhm.
Gardetto seasoning.
Nah, I love Gardettos. That's my shit. It's not Gardetto seasoning. It's different. It's like butter flavor.
Well, they put some crack in there too, but you know, it's okay.
It's like butter
Crack
flavor.
never killed no one.
Crack tastes like burnt marshmallows. It's delicious.
I love Becky for doing that.
She's so funny.
Hold on. Let me put some crows out.
Ah!
A bird.
Crownado. All right, everybody.
Little red Corvid, is that something?
Close,
Well,
close.
We only have to fight 5 birds.
Yep.
This is nearly as dangerous as I thought it was.
But
I think we're gonna be...
do you see how much bigger each bird is though than you?
Oh no, they're 5. Okay, would you prefer to fight 10,000 raven-sized ravens or 5 bus-sized birds?
From playing Elden Ring, I can tell you neither.
Fuck the mosquitoes.
But also fuck the gigantic horror birds in Caelid.
Oh, fuck those guys. Ugh. They made me lose all my runes once, and I got upset.
Not your runes, man.
That's the name of the
My
game.
runes, very different from souls, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
Not the same thing at all.
I did the math wrong earlier on my HP. I actually have 2 more than that.
Oh, great, cool. Awesome.
Oh, cool. Nice. Hey, I'd love to hear it.
How many do you have total now? 500 something?
34.
Nerf Cora. Nerf Cora.
It's
No,
beginner's
give
luck,
Cora-
honest.
Give Cora even more cool magic stuff. I want to see her decked out.
Monty
Then
Hall.
she'll die. It's like now she's
Don't
gonna
you guys
die.
get
That's
it?
what's gonna
She's the
happen.
bad guy. She becomes the villain.
Alright, so your giant hawk has an armor class of 13.
Damn.
Okay.
It has 6, it keeps your HP, right?
Yes, keeps my HP.
Good.
And it has, and it attacks at +3.
Which means what?
I mean, in this
Whatever
ca-
attack you make, so-
in this case, I guess
-3?
a 13. Like it rolls against a 13 to attack. I don't know about that. I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And it says it only does 1d6 damage, but it does have 2 talons and a beak. So I'm guessing it can do either 2 talon attacks or 1 talon and 1 beak attack each round.
No claw bite.
Nope. Claw bite or claw. You also, it also has a swoop ability. You can swoop onto victims visible from above. If the victim's surprised, you do double damage. On an attack roll of 18 or more, victim can be carried away. So in this case, on a roll of 1 or 2 or 3, you can
But
carry.
if that happens, you have to say swoop. There it is.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Upside down and inside out, about to show all you crows what it's all about.
I'm going to say your attack is 14. I'm going to bump it up by 1. Looking at
Thanks.
the THACO chart here. So you roll against a 14 to attack. Yeah, and d6 damage for each hit. You can do 2 hits per turn.
Cool.
And you're also huge and can fly and can carry prey up to halfling sized.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Those small children.
Everybody roll your initiatives.
Hey, I got a 1.
Hey.
5th time in the campaign.
Oh man, I gotta see if Cedric's gonna roll a 1.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
And he's dead.
Imagine how appropriate would it not appropriate. How funny it would have been if you turned into a giant vulture and said piss off and they all killed him immediately.
So do I have any armor, by the way? Do I still have my natural armor?
You don't have any armor as the creature, I believe.
So
Okay.
why should you turn into a big creature?
Well, for one, it can fly.
For
That's a
two,
good point.
it seemed really badass at 11 o'clock last Monday.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, no.
the bird's not that strong. It's probably I don't know. What's your to hit roll on attack, Cedric? Normally, like, what's your dex?
My dex is a 13.
Yeah.
So it's,
A little better, 14.
yeah. But I mean, the damage I would do is significantly. I mean, I do a 1d4 to hit, so we're talking 2d6.
Yeah. True.
Crazy.
It's fucking cool, baby.
All right. So Cedric goes swooping out over the balcony before anyone can really say anything under the influence of his new spell.
Yeah, and Cedric is still kind of yelling parlay, if you remember, in the session, in his buzzard form.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to see how that goes.
Well, if you remember, the crows are becoming more bestial and less human-minded or, like, sentient, it seems. And they don't answer and just continue to swarm around you. They kind of form 5 distinct fingers, like swarms, almost like 5 little tornadoes swirling around you into a larger tornado, trying to, like, enclose around you.
So I think as they start to enclose, do you guys mind if I go first?
Have it.
I think it makes sense that you kind of, start off here.
So Cedric's like, Polly! Polly! What? What's happening? No! And so you guys see this giant buzzard, and he's kind of flying over you, and he starts to kind of jerk and convulse and start to lose altitude. And this black smoke starts rolling off the staff, and you see it just going into the orifices of this huge fucking bird. And then you hear Cedric, start screaming, and he's just like, hear my words, brothers, for I am reborn. I am the Black Talon Tyrant. I am the War Crow. I am Maloch, and my flock will blot out the sun. Join my flock, brothers, or die!
Wow.
It's a shame we don't have video for my reaction to that just happening.
Was that it?
The
Was
cro-
your turn?
The crow's eyes, the buzzard's eyes glow with the same glow that the staff would get in its eyes.
So how do the crows react? Because if they still attack, I'm gonna show them Daddy's home.
They do. They continue to swarm in.
All right, I attack. So be it. That's a miss, no matter how you cut it.
Yep.
Did you say that in crow? Did you say that in bird talk, or was that we could all hear? And how far away are they?
Not a bird toe.
And maybe even more importantly than that, how high up are we in this tower?
50 feet up.
And how far away is the bird NATO?
Cedric, how far did you fly out? Well, let's see. Hold on. Let's check the hawk crow speed. The hawk's flight speed, crow speed.
Oh, hawk.
That was so sick, Andy.
Thanks. I'd say he flew up pretty high too. He wanted to like have a. So he'd probably use his full movement speed up.
You have 150 feet flying per turn. Your movement is insane.
Okay, see, now that is a big bonus.
So he ran up and yelled that, and he definitely yelled at it, crows speak common. That was in common. So you guys, it was like a bellowing, ridiculous roar.
And you're very, very far up, higher than, say, 60 feet?
He's 200. He's 150 feet extra in there, so he's 200
I would
feet.
put. I did lose altitude whenever I did the thing, so I would say I'm like 100 feet right now.
How close are the crows all around him as well? They're all 100 feet away.
Yeah, I'm suspecting.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
Gross.
Yeah, they're like starting to enclose around him. They're encircled around him. So some are closer to you, some are a little further away. But all right, you doing a second attack, Cedric?
Yeah, I will do a second attack. Oh, rocks.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the big swarming pillars of crows, they just part as you kind of dive through them.
Well, at first I thought it was a bluff, but it looks like he's not really trying to hurt him.
What the fuck is he doing?
Coradane?
All right. So no crows are within 60 feet of me, is what I'm asking. I can't get within 60 feet of any of these crows. They're too high up.
From what Cedric said, yes, right? You guys went really.
Okay.
I mean, I think some of the swarms, like I said, are kind of pillar-like, tornado-like, so I think they stretch down towards you. So I would guess that, let's see, 150, gotta do a little math here.
Pythagorean? I can say what I want to do, but I don't know if I can do it. If they're within 60 feet, I want to cast a spell on the crows. But if they're not within 60 feet and that's not going to be a good thing, I'm not going to do it.
I'm gonna say that the swarms are not quite.
Okay, that's fine. And I can't get, there's not like is there another balcony that I could like try to jump up onto to get up higher?
Your bedroom is on the highest level, but there is the open, what's the word for it?
Observatory? or something?
Observatory, yeah, like up on top. That's not the word.
Can I
Rotunda.
try and like,
Rotunda.
can I try to
Gazebo.
swoop up there somehow?
You can go up through the inside of the tower.
Oh, there's no hand, like nothing I can grab onto from the outside.
You can climb, but it's gonna be slow, and
Okay, cool.
maybe have a possibility of, falling also.
Sure. All right. Well, then I am going to say, well, it's now or never. And I'm going to pull out from my inside of my cloak, gleaming golden cloak, my blue potion that I bought, and I'm going to drink it. And I am going to reach out and touch my 3 friends standing around me and cast Bless
Nice.
on them.
Remember, I'm not with you guys.
Where are you at?
I was down in the library in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just me and you, Cora.
Well,
I'm
me
ready.
too, I'm definitely there.
Yeah, Zuzu was there. Or already was there. I mean, are you?
Oh, already with her?
Are you sure, Cedric? I thought you were with them, but I thought you had already come back and talked with each of them about religion and so forth.
No, that was the
Gotcha.
night before, and then after we went to sleep, he woke up the first thing in the morning to run back, return the book on the mother, so that he could then start researching other books and like scribbling stuff down into different scraps of paper and creating his psychotic little guide to religion.
Okay.
All right, well then fuck that. Do any of my friends with me have a ranged weapon?
They're ranged. I have darts.
So we still don't have a bow. None of us have a bow.
Literally, the only people that are good at range are a giant fucking bird in the sky and in a library somewhere.
All right, well I guess I'll still cast Bless. I just only cast Bless on Uno Dos. It's ranged. I could use it within 60 feet, but I guess no one's. Are you within? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna cast it. Sorry, my turn is taking too long.
All right, who you casting?
But I don't have to. I'm casting Bless on my 2 companions.
Okay.
And I took the blue potion, so I don't lose it.
Right.
So you guys have a +1 on your attack and damage. That's really all I know to do right now. And if I can get up higher, I think I want to do that, but I think I don't want to leave here, so I guess I won't.
I mean, as far as climbing, you do have a movable shield.
Oh my god.
Do
I can stand on it and push the button and then move it? Or wait, I need 2 to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you can use
Put it up above me.
You can use it like a handhold, yeah, like a really easy to use handhold above you, and then get your feet up, and then move it higher, and then feet up higher.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. I never would have thought of that. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I want to do that if I can.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you like take the tip and like try and jam it into like a crevice in the architecture, you know, and then click the button, and then like pull up and jam your foot in the crack, and then, you know, between the 2 pillars or whatever it is, and then shield higher.
Reach back.
Yeah. Lumberjacking your way up the outside of the rotunda.
Oh, with my golden cloak flowing behind me, it looks so sick. The light gleaming off the mirror. Yeah, I catch a glimpse of myself doing it and don't have time to think about how cool I look. How high do I get? Like,
I think you get about halfway up. Yeah, so like next turn you could get all the way up. But also, you know, you could pull yourself up and just stand on your shield as well.
oh my god. Okay.
So I'll say you could go like half speed, you know, for like 15 feet per turn. So you need to go another 15 feet to get all the way up there. Or I guess, but if you double that, it would be 30. So if you use your whole turn to just climb, you can go 30 feet with your shield that way. And you need.
Well, I've already cast my spell, so I don't want to. I'll just go ahead and bless my dudes and then go up.
So you could cast your spell next time, but you could, like I was saying, you could cast it from where you are and just like pull yourself up and sit on the shield instead of having to go all the way up to the balcony, you know, or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Now you're in range.
Awesome.
I just want to address something really quick. I did do that scream. Would Dante have heard me? I mean, I don't know what the architecture of this place. She said it was pretty open. Would he have heard?
Yeah, I think also, Dante, there's just a general buzz in the tower. People rush out of the light. Like someone comes in and is like the crows are fighting a buzzard outside the tower. Some say it's a wizard. Yeah. Everyone's watching. And like people would rush out, you know.
Yeah, when I took my turn, I was going to ask you the same thing, actually.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's.
Sorry.
That's all right. Let's go on, Arete. Already?
Oh, hey, fun. I think Arete's gonna turn to Zuzu and say, "Have you got any ranged options? Anything? Darts, bow, what?"
I got nothing.
I take the darts out of my bag and shove them into his hands. You're gonna make better with that than I will. And fucking. Now, you know what? I think.
I have darts too, if you said that to me.
What?
I also have darts, if I can hear you.
I was addressing that to Zuzu because A, Zuzu has way better decks than I do, and B, Zuzu is also blessed. So
cool.
Him having ranged options is way more useful than me having ranged options. I think, honestly, my concern is getting Dante informed. Like, I genuinely have nothing to fight a bird with. How fast can I descend from our current position to the library?
A minute or so. I mean, most of the combat probably.
What if I don't use the stairs?
I mean, climbing down is gonna be slower than probably.
Yeah, sure, but jumping.
Well, it's 50 feet. You want to take 5d6 damage?
I'm not talking about outside the tower. I'm talking inside the tower.
I mean, it's probably 40 feet. You know.
Okay, it's still a straight shaft.
Yeah.
Down.
Well, it's not a total straight shaft because there is a giant Nazarite crystal. Can I Mars climb down those floating crystals to reach the bottom safely?
You could certainly try.
Stupid
Love to
decision.
hear about it.
God. God, fuck, I can't do anything. This is the worst.
Sounds like you got a plan to me.
It's a bad plan, though, Charlie. It's a bad one. Would I be able to use my Misting Limb trait to give advantage on this monkey climbing endeavor down the shaft of this tower?
Would having one arm help me with this climb?
It's a strong arm. It's a strong arm. It's got muscle to it.
Well, you
Jamming it into crevices.
usually when you invoke that trait, you got to give us like background story of like why it's supposed to be a character building exercise.
I had to do a lot of physical rehabilitation to get my other arm up to speed because I know how to do literally everything with one arm. One of those was doing like basic training monkey bars stuff, and everyone else was able to do it because they had two arms. I only had the one, so I had to train myself to do it my own unique way.
Nice, good enough for me.
Okay, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So you turn and run in through the archway across Cora's room, out on the balcony, and dive at the closest floating shard hanging out above the shaft.
Yeah, baby.
Let's see a strength.
Yeah!
I don't think I had advantage.
So you grab onto the Nazarite shard and it explodes. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, honestly, I would have believed it.
The shard, I think you're very pleased to find the shard slowly begins to sink with your weight towards the floor. And then a few seconds later, I think you're a little alarmed to find that it is accelerating. And the further you get, the faster it's starting to sink towards the floor. Not as fast as, like, falling the whole way, but you're falling on it, for sure.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh my god. Dude.
I'm gonna say Zuzu and the shard, Reddy and the shard slam onto the ground in the, like, central observatory area of the tower, like where the tourists come in. You land right on the crystal already, and you just smash it into 1,000 shards, and slam your head pretty hard on the ground.
I'll take some damage.
Only 6 damage, not too bad. The crystal breaks most of your fall. The slow descent at the beginning helped a lot. You probably, crossed 20 feet of slow descent before you really started to gain velocity.
Cool. Am I able to scoop up those shattered remains of that crystal into my bag?
Maybe next turn.
Next turn, okay. I'm going to shout, Dante!
I mean, people are
Dante, we got a fucking problem!
people are all gathered around you, I'm sure, just like, hushed, like, kind of awe and whispering and, like, worry and panic amongst the people on the ground level.
I'm sure I've got a few Nazarite shards in me.
Oh, yeah. All right, did Dante? So yeah, we kind of cut to you. People run through the library. Someone announces it, and you follow. I think you come out of the library door, which is on like only one floor, or was it 2 floors up? Whereas like Cora's, 4 or 5 floors up.
Below Cora's. So Cora was on the 4th. It was on the 3rd, I believe, is how you described it.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're on the 3rd floor. You look down and you see, Reddy laying on the floor, looking up at you from his like flattened position, yelling your name.
Yeah, so Dante, you just see him like slam the book in agitation as he and then walks out the library. He just sees the crystal with a Reddy on it come falling by, and he's just like, "What the hell is going on?" And then he starts walking towards the 4th floor frantically.
All right, so you run up towards the 4th floor. That brings us to the crows.
I thought the library was on the ground floor.
Oh no. Remember, you guys couldn't access it until you got higher privileges and could go up higher.
Yeah, see, I wish I remembered that, because otherwise I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, so it might have been on the 4th, and Cora might be on the 5th then.
I think so.
They had to have the right to get to her room and the library.
I think is what it is, yes.
What a waste of a move. It was cool though.
It's badass.
It was so fun.
The crows start swirling and twirling in the forest of swirly, twirly gumdrops. They swirl in around you. Hold on. I lost my page. Here we go. And I think all 5 of them start to kind of envelop you, Cedric.
Bummer.
And I guess only one of them can envelop you technically at a time. So they kind of swirl and break apart. Like a larger, portion remains to kind of swirl around you. They all just bite and cling and land on and peck and screech, as they attack you in kind of communion. And the way the swarm attack works is while you're within the swarm, you just automatically take 2 HP on their turn every time.
Okay, do I have a save to get out of it, or just
Oh,
happens?
sorry, it's 2 if wearing armor, 4 without. No, it just happens unless you can move out of it. And when you move out of it, there's a chance that some will cling to you and you have to fight them off as well.
So I have no armor with this bird, so it's 4.
Mm-hmm. What's your total HP?
7 is total, but I have 3 strong now.
Oh my, you only have 7 HP, too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a good combat gang.
Oh my god. It sucks you don't get the creature's HP.
Yes.
You do if you decide to become the creature permanently.
That's
You
true.
never turn back.
No,
Oh,
don't tell me
God.
he's gonna become a bird permanently.
He's Bird Boy.
I think
Bird
by
bag.
bird law you do get
Bird bag.
armor.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to give it armor just because I feel like your bird form should be a little more badass than that. Like 1 charge of armor from feather or hide, maybe. But either way, I feel like swarms aren't affected by armor. Oh, well, I guess it just takes it down to 2 HP, right? Yeah.
Your call. I'm honestly fine either way.
No, I'm not gonna pull punches. I'm gonna say it's 4.
I mean,
I respect that.
to be fair, you're not fine.
Yeah, I mean, they just envelop him and start tearing into him. He's not looking great.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's yelling traitor and murderers at them as they're yelling at him, I think, and you guys can't even tell the difference, and they sound so similar as they're screaming at each other.
Zuzu.
So yeah, I'm basically screaming no as Already has jumped. I just realized what happened. He threw his darts at me and ran. And my face goes white as I see the crystal falling. And I guess I'm gonna try and
Follow suit.
um man, what is there to do? I'll try to jump up with Cora. Try and jump up and grab the shield.
She might be too high at this point. She's 30 feet up.
Oh yeah, she's been moving. I guess I'm just gonna chuck a dart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just throw a dart at one of the balls of crows or whatever.
Sure, yeah. I think it's going to be a disadvantage if they're 70 some feet away.
Yep. I got -1. So whatever, we'll do it. Right. Nope.
Yeah, the dart kind of sails through the crowd and then, arcs down to the ground and lands in the sand somewhere below.
Lands on already. Ow!
Hits some tourist in the eye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of shrug my shoulders.
All right, turn order. My turn order button's not working. My APIs must be broken.
No.
This is big.
Yes!
Yay!
Go team.
Oh, I needed that one.
Who missed?
There we go. Cedric, you want to go first?
I think I should. How far away? So I'm 100 feet up now.
Mm-hmm.
How far away would Dante and Aretti be, like the floor they're on?
Well, I thought you went 150 feet up from the floor they were on. That was how I
I did. I went 150 feet up, but then in my little thing, I said I lost altitude quickly, so I was saying 100 feet.
Okay.
Before.
So you're 100 feet above their balcony, so it's still about that.
So could I swoop down to Dante and Aretti to kind of get them?
I'm inside the building.
Yeah, so we're both still inside.
So is there? I know it's open though. Are you in an open area? Is there some place where I could fly?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm standing on it. You're, like Zuzu's looking up in the air at you.
yeah, and the balcony that they're on, Cora's balcony, is like a big, if you remember, big, huge, long balcony that rounds like almost a quarter of the building, and it's just open archways into her room and like through into the main hallway or like shaft of the tower. So you could easily just fly into her room and even into the main shaft.
So I think he would just dive bomb straight to them.
Nice. So we see you like crash through the door, like rolling through like 4-post beds and chiffon and tangled in curtains, and like jump back into flight inside of Cora's room.
Oh, Legion, we have a common enemy. Need a ride? And I would try to scoop these guys up and take them to the battle. Thought maybe I could do it if they're willing participants.
Sure, you can only carry one person according to the rules. And technically it should be a halfling-sized person, but since they're willing, I'll say.
Well,
Okay. You guys want to... Whichever one you want, I'll take.
I mean, your Zuzu would be your best option right now because he's the one on the balcony still.
Well, I want to fly to the balcony where
Well,
Zuzu is.
You're in, the way I see it, you're in Cora's room. You're standing like directly between Zuzu, who's in like the doorway to the balcony, and Cedric, or rather Dante, who is just made it up to the 5th floor and is like standing outside the door.
So there's no one separated out now. I thought there was.
No,
separation.
Reddy is at the bottom of the tower still.
Yeah, Reddy's at the bottom.
Crystal all the way down.
Yeah. You're
All right, well, Zuzu, do you want to go for a fucking flight?
Dude, this sounds like a death ride. Like,
Like, Dante doesn't know what's going on yet, so.
and
he's a
like
giant pro. He's
I
gonna
mean, are you? Like,
He
I'm
doesn't
gonna
seem
kinda
like
ask-
it. Oh, you asked that. Okay, sorry.
I think as you ask that, you see his face morph into Cedric's for just a second. He goes, "Destroy it!" And then it goes, "Silence!"
Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting on this thing's back. I'm gonna look at in like horror at Cedric. And yeah.
So if no one's like, if the jig is up for this guy, they're not really interested. He's just gonna dive down into the building and try to take cover for a moment.
All right, sure. Hold on, I'm making a little map of the interior.
Not that I blame any of you, by the way.
But he does, and you're not friends anymore.
I'm mad at you for destroying my bedroom.
Bedroom had for one day.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, y'all.
We're good. Just listen to the sweet loot music.
I just noticed my music is playing at double speed. There we go. That's better. Now when I listen to the recording next week, it's going to be playing at triple speed because I'm going to double it again. Or I'm going to 1.5 it again.
Electric loot.
Hold on, let me put y'all on the map with me here.
Nope, goes in now. There we go.
I'll kind of it looks not much right now, but I'll explain it in a second. Let's see here.
I mean, I can see it, like the different levels and stuff.
There's a wall here and here. There's a door. Balcony here. Door to the balcony here. Door to the room, rather. And then the crystal.
Was there?
Well, you just took like one of the little shards.
Oh, okay. I thought you read the whole thing down. I was like, wait, what?
No, he took.
Fuck, oh, no way. That would be absurd. God, could you imagine? Hey, free Nazarite, though.
Okay, so the way I see it, this area is Cora's chambers.
Okay.
Through this door is the balcony, the inner balcony that goes around the crystal, right? So everything inside this circle is the drop off to the lower levels.
That's where I am.
These are the mini archway openings out to Cora's balcony. Out here, where the crows are. There's another identical chamber that's not Cora's chamber. It's the, Mother Illustra's chamber on the opposite side.
Whereas outside, standing on a mirror, wedged at a...
Yeah. Somewhere around this area.
Cool.
Hold on, I'll move your tokens over. Actually, don't worry about drawing them out. That way the initiative will stay the same. I'm going to move this up and to the right a little bit. 1 second. Copy and paste the tokens. Might have to resize shit, yeah.
Tiny boys.
Oh, very tiny.
All right. There we go. So put your tokens in the right spots. Let's see. So the buzzard is somewhere in here. Also, this is not like at a 5-foot scale at all. This is at, each square is like 10 or 15 feet.
Ooh.
We'll say each square is 10.
Someone's got cereal.
Each square is 10 feet.
I'm sorry, did you say we could move our token?
Yeah, move it where your character should be.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll be up vertical.
And like already put you guys in the middle because you're at the bottom, right?
Yeah, but he stepped away, so.
Oh, I see. He did it.
Yeah, I'm getting myself a fajita.
I need to get this water for myself. These pretzels.
Fajita is Spanish for sandwich.
I don't know if
That
that's...
torta.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think-
that's right. Yeah. All right, so Cedric Crow, that was your turn. Cedric Buzzard, that was your turn, right?
Can I still cast a spell if I went that whole distance?
You only flew, yeah. Yeah. Can you cast spells in polymorph form? I don't know that you can do that.
Well, I thought I can't cast spells in polymorph. But if I can move my whole thing and still cast, then I would. I just can't.
You can't cast while you're polymorph, so you're going to unpolymorph yourself?
I think it would be a situation where Cedric and this Maloch are having this battle of wills, and Cedric gains control for just a moment and cast polymorph again.
Wait, though. You can't cast while you're polymorphed.
So they're like switching forms. So he like drops the polymorph spell long enough to cast again, where he's Cedric again.
I see.
Do you buy that?
Can you just polymorph so you can end it whenever you want?
I think you can just end polymorph like a spell, but I'm open to any interpretation. I've never polymorphed before, to be honest with you.
I kind of think one of the points of
thing.
I think one of the points of polymorph is it does not work that way. You do not get to turn yourself back when you want.
So it's 6 turns plus 1 per level. If the caster dies while polymorphed, yeah, I return if I die. So
Yeah.
that's a quick way.
Let's see.
It didn't say anything into. I think you're maybe right. It doesn't say anything about being able to turn it off.
Because
If I can
one of the
help your
one of the things with polymorph is you do it to an enemy and turn him into something like a chicken, or a lizard.
Well, that's polymorph other, which I do not have. but
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
but last campaign when I polymorphed, I did have to stay in that form for the whole duration. I couldn't cut it off
Yeah.
early. Now you can. Now I polymorphed myself into human, so I was then able to then polymorph myself into a different or someone else into something. It was weird, but yeah, I couldn't just shut it off when I needed to.
Okay, well that means I've only got 10 turns before I can cast spells again, so we're good.
Yeah, our campaign, only druids could unshift.
Yeah, I believe that's how we have established it.
Well, I accept the ruling of the tribunal. So I am just gonna stay kind of hidden. He's Maloch all the way now. He's just coward. He's hiding.
All right. Who's going next?
I will go.
Cordine.
All right, so Coradine has drank her blue potion. So now Coradine, after she's reached out and touched who she could to bless them, I want to cast that same spell again against, I guess, if the only crows that are within 60 feet of me is this like top little section. Okay, here's the deal though. I want to cast Blight on them, which is the opposite of Bless.
Uh-huh.
and I want to blight them. But it says, okay, let me just post it here. Rolling with my stat. Okay. So, it's at the bottom. Reversed. A blight incurs a -1 penalty to morale checks, attack rolls, and damage rolls for enemies within a 20-foot square area. So it's a 60-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get 20 feet of them, and I want to give them a -1, I guess. But does that work for a swarm, or does that not work?
Yeah.
Because I can do something else if it doesn't.
I think they're spaced out enough that it seems like you can probably only get one.
But what I mean is, like, because the one crow, that's not just one crow, right? That's a swarm.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, well, they're treated as one.
Right, but I don't want, if they just automatically do damage, then I don't think that I automatically get -1 to that, right?
I mean, yeah, changing their automatic damage to, like, yeah, -1 is going to definitely be helpful.
Okay, cool. Well,
it'll still apply to
fine.
their damage, even though it's automatic. Yeah, like it would go down to 1 if you were armored and 3 if you were unarmored, instead of 2 and 4.
Okay, well, that is what I will push. She, like, as you've just seen her, like, reach out and, like, touch you guys and bless you. She just, like, gathers all of this, like, in her arms, all of this, what it just looks like she's, like, gathering energy in her chest and just, like, pushes, like, shoves all of this energy out from the center of her chest to cast Blight on this topmost crow boy.
Oh, I marked the second to top. Let me change it. There we go. All right. Dante, are ready?
Go ahead,
I
already.
mean, Dante's probably going to be more actionable right now, so go ahead.
Well, as Dante is making his way into Cora's room, you see him making different holy symbols that he's picked up from the books and the readings, and he's just muttering to himself. He's like, "Whatever has made this infernal racket, may the Father guide them, the Mother watch over them, and the Son deliver them from the wrath I'm about to bring down on them." And he rounds the corner and sees Cedric, Raven, Moloch thing, and he just goes, "Ah!" And pulls out his dagger and just, because he doesn't know what this is, just instantly assumes the worst and just starts swinging at it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That makes so much sense.
Watch this be the one time that he crits. Oh,
He
hey,
has
wait,
3
what
hit
level
points.
are you? Because there would be a modifier if there's a level difference, wouldn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm level 4.
I'm level 3, so modifier 1.
I think technically the way to do this would be contested strength checks,
Okay.
because this game has no PvP rules at all.
Difficulty, normal modifier 1 still, or just keep them flat?
Just flat strength checks, yep.
All right. Gotta do better than a 9. A big bird.
D20 versus
So
14.
negative. So do I get a negative modifier or something because he's lower level than me?
No, it's just D20 versus 14. It's basically just D20 versus D20, really.
So 7 versus a 9, so he actually beat me.
Mm-hmm.
And lower.
So you miss, Dante. The giant bird is able to flap its wings and, like, you kind of jump up off the ground and float back 4 or 5 feet with a few big heavy flaps that cause enough confusion for the dagger strike to miss.
Yeah, I think he would also say, "Don't recognize me, Dante."
You!
He would just cackle.
My turn.
All right, are ready. You see people
Cool.
all around you charging into the temple, like running from what's coming outside. and like hiding in the temple. It looks like one of the crow swarms is coming low.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up and say, "God damn it, I missed the library." I'm gonna cool recovery from that. I'm gonna get up. You know what? If there's a crow swarm coming in here, I don't think I have time to collect those shards. Instead,
No,
I'm
like
just gonna crack my.
tourists and priestesses are all gathered around you, and they're all like looking at you.
Sorry, folks. But it looks like we're having some bird problems. I recommend getting somewhere a little bit safer than here. And I'm gonna start going towards the door. Axtron, if there's anything coming, if there's one of these swarms that's deciding to come in through here, I'm gonna be there waiting for them.
Okay, cool.
I guess I'll ready an action to attack if anything comes through.
All right. So you stand in the doorway, underneath the balcony, and you see the giant stream of crows coming toward you.
Dope.
The crows. Crows come crashing in. They literally form a wave-like motion, as they all move in unison and in strange geometric patterns, each shifting, exactly with each other and like becoming a big mass. And they literally crash upon the balcony and into Cora's room like a wave. I think as they like fold in on you in particular, Zuzu, they like almost like form up into the like shape roughly of a large hand, which tries to like clap down over you onto the bricks of the balcony that you're standing on. Let's see. So 2 of them are gonna make it in and be in the room. Swarming around, trying to swarm around you, Cedric. Actually, I'm gonna say it doesn't. They really only one can hit a person at a time. I guess they're both in there still, though. And then one is underneath. I'll put a dot on the underneath one. Green dot. That's coming for already there, down on the first floor, crashing into the observatory room. Yeah, so they
Dante's probably here now.
They literally. Okay, then one of them is definitely gonna be all up on you. They come just crashing up against the wall. Like they literally, some of them kill themselves, just smashing against the walls all around you. But most of them make it through the archways and into the room and down upon each of you. So let's see.
May I make my attack first since I had readied in action?
Yes, you may.
Cool. No such luck.
Yeah, you slash through. I think you hit 1 or 2 crows, but it doesn't do anything. And crows slam into each of you. Everybody is going to take the damage. Zuzu, you'll take 1 less. If you're armored, you take 2. If you're unarmored, you take 4. Does that put Cedric down?
Cedric, Maloch is down.
Uh-oh. Everybody else took
I think.
Sorry.
Can I do a quick thing?
Sure, yeah, I was going to have something happen after I made sure everybody took damage, but go ahead.
Do a thing. Do your thing. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Hold on, I'm going to whisper you.
So yeah, Zuzu, you take 1 fewer because your guys are blighted.
Mm-hmm. So since you have armor, you only take 1, I think, right?
Yeah, and I just wanted to make sure that we're kind of healed up after that brutal battle. We've been kind of like
Yeah, we had a full rest in there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we had nights of sleep, and I
Yeah.
accidentally burned myself.
Okay.
Does Bless help Zuzun already?
They get a +1 and a +1 to attack and damage and morale.
Okay.
which I forgot to factor in, but it wouldn't have made any difference anyhow.
Gotten deep, y'all. This might be the last session right here. We could all die.
Cora's gonna kill you all after all these birds have crashed her place.
Hey, it's not our fault.
Oh, I know. And the guy whose fault it is already dead.
As the camera pans away on all of our lifeless corpses, you just hear a narration come over. As the camera then comes back down on Soup, and he's like, "So you want to hear a story, eh?"
Right? It's Soup and Awa drinking together.
Soup and Awa sitting there just drinking together, and
Yeah, up walk with ales, walks like Biscuit, bringing them another. That's not the way I remember it.
Okay.
Another Arabian night.
Are you guys ready?
We see a
Yep.
grown-up deeper and Roscoe. They're all buff as shit.
The crows come in, slamming against the walls, slamming against all of you, pecking, biting, but mostly they, fold over the body of Maloch / Cedric. And within moments, he's just torn to shreds, bleeding, and like after fighting and flapping and kind of half flying, he just like collapses face first on the floor. And all of you can see his form starts like flashing with magical light of all different colors, and like he starts like bubbling and changing shape, kind of half morphing into, Cedric, and then like back into this buzzard shape again. Now that he's unconscious, he's like morphing back, but he doesn't seem to be fully morphing back. He's like kind of switching back and forth, and for a moment Cedric's like head like bursts through like a black oily bubble of just like disgusting, kind of slime that's coming from whatever he's turning into. And when he does, he speaks. And it's like just his head kind of bursting out of it.
I think Cedric, since Dante just tried to stab him, would be like, "Dante, I'm sorry, my boy. Tell them I'm sorry." And he'd reach out this like half bird, half hand and try to put it in Dante's hand. And then he was just gone.
So Dante, if you like put your hand out at all, like the bird hand like morphs into a tentacle and like falls into your hand, and then just breaks apart and turns into like black oil and drips down your hand and onto the floor. And the bubbling oily mass that Cedric has like devolved into starts bursting forth as once again a giant buzzard, but even more grotesque and like half bone, kind of undead, with the staff, the pendant from the staff fused into his chest. And he just like, Rah! Like spreads his wings and kind of lifts up out of the pile of crows and black magical tar, and just like screeches an inhuman screech as the crows, now not even talking at all, just cawing, continue swirling in. He like has a dark phoenix moment. He has fully become Maloch.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang, this fucking sucks.
next time.
Yeah, just ended here.
Need a
Barely
week to
an
think on
hour in.
this. I think that makes it whose turn? Zuzu's?
I think so.
Yep.
Technically, yes. The crows have all gone, so Zuzu, it's on you.
So can I make like a charging attack?
Sure.
Or I guess I don't have to get within. I need to get within
Yeah.
20 feet,
You only gotta be 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, then I don't even need to do that. I just need to move right here. And I want to make that charge. We're gonna charge all the way in. I'm gonna make a charging attack. A passerby to bless the staff. And be like, Cora, bless the staff. Bless the damn staff.
I'm 30
Or
feet
do
up.
whatever you were gonna do to it.
Yeah, she's way up on the front of the building.
Well, I guess as I run in, then, because I was like out here, like.
Yeah, wait, so
should
you're
be
going
able to-
50 feet. If you go 50 feet, you won't be able to attack.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just go to 30.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, definitely. As I'm like moving from here to here, or whatever. Yell up at Cora to do whatever she was gonna do with the staff to her. And then yeah, I'll swing. God. What else to do? Should be at 0. Or what's Malik? Is he at higher level?
Yeah, Malik is HD 8.
So that's at a -1. So that's minus or +4. Damn. Nope. That was my best roll.
All right, so you swing at Malik, and yeah, you miss. Your blade chunks into the stone like pillar in the middle of the room from the vaulted ceiling.
And that's it.
All right, new turn order.
Dude, dead characters get to roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
character.
Hold on, some of the people are in the order twice.
With more than 35,000
Only on your screen, I think, because it's
Okay.
clear for me.
Okay, hold on, let me close and reopen.
Okay.
You guys may have to tell me what the order is then.
Dante's last with a 0.
Yeah,
Everybody else has a
Dante's
1.
last. Everyone else succeeded, including Cedric.
All right. Wait, who's last? Wait, what?
Dante's last. Everyone else got a 1.
Nice. All right, what's everyone else doing?
I can go first if you guys want.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going first, mostly because it would be incredibly inconsequential to what's going on upstairs.
Hit it.
Cool. I'm gonna attack these birds, and I'm gonna start moving my way up the stairwell. I do 14 damage to the birds.
Hell yeah.
I guess, yeah, 14 damage to the. Oh no, 15 damage because it's blessed. So 15 damage to the birds. I guess I'm just kind of wildly swinging at this bird cloud while I begin making my way up the stairs, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, so you slam your blade into a bunch of birds. I mean, you must cut through 15 crows, just sending them splattering, split, falling to the ground, and the cloud seems completely unharmed. There's just too many for, it seems, in like this swarm. They just fill the space where your blade just cut.
Yeah, sounds just about right. 30 feet, moving up the stairs. That's it. Cora, your turn.
Well, Cora's 30 feet up on the outside of the building, but she's
Perfect.
doesn't care. What I want to do is I I wish I was a skateboarder and knew cool words, but like I want to reach down on the shield. It's under my feet, and I want to push the button and like grab it and push the button and just like pull it up. And I want to fall. I'm going to fall 30 feet, but I would like to try to land on my feet if I can. I'll take the damage. Yeah. If there's like a roll I could make to land on my feet.
Yeah, sure. Roll a dex.
Okay. So sick. Legless.
Woo!
Kiss my ass. Okay, so I jump down, grab my shield, push the button, deactivate it, pull it up, jump down. You guys see me just land on the balcony, and like I look around and I do not see Cedric, but I see Maloch. And I mean, he has like orange glowing eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to reach out my one hand. I have my shield in one hand, and I'm just like glowing in the sun out here, and I just want to like twirl. And when I do, I want to cast light to try and blind the creature. So that's what I want to do.
Nice. All right.
And the reason I want to cast blind is because I have those Edda stones, but I've never used them, and it says a flash of multicolor vibrant light, but I don't feel like that's going to be as powerful as the spell.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. So I'm going to cast it, and I want to try to blind it. Hold on. So it's the second one too. Blinding a creature by casting the spell upon its eyes. If the target fails a saving throw versus a spell, it's blinded for the duration. A blinded creature cannot attack.
Nice. All right. Let's see here. What its save is. Yeah, I like the idea that maybe it like shoots out of your shield now that you have the mirror shield.
Right. I'm just thinking like I'm glowing so much and like landing. Like I imagine the sun is coming in and like she just lands and just like she finds her light, as Tyra would say in America's Next Top Model.
Ugh.
Throwback. Little throwback for you. I forgot Becky wasn't in our party.
Oh, I'm very familiar with Next Top Model. Lauren and I watch it a lot.
Oh, good. So she smizes and finds her light.
I fucking hate it though. I think that.
Oh yeah, that's the
Oh,
joy.
excellent.
I think it's the worst. Tyra is a professional bully. She does it because she likes to.
Oh, she's horrible.
She does it because she likes to bully girls on TV. That's what I hold to. Okay, let me see here. Spell save for the giant hawk. $16.
Against what? I've never done this.
It's just a roll. Roll under.
Oh, I roll?
No, he rolls.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
But what's the state?
I'm just figuring out what he's. What
Oh, okay.
He's gonna make.
Like, just tell me what to do.
He fails.
Oh.
He's blind.
Yeah.
The light goes out in his eyes. I don't know what happens, but
He screeches and thrashes all around the room.
he's blind. He's helpless. He can't attack. He can't do nothing.
He's just
As the birds probably drown me out.
like screeching like traitors.
You'll bleed for that one.
Is that Andy?
Where's yeah? She doesn't know where Cedric. I mean, she's just. It's too loud to scream. I feel like.
All right, who's next?
Zuzu would be next. Or Cedric.
Cedric gurgles.
Yeah, Cedric's gone.
So yeah, I'm gonna once again try and yell at Cora and say, look at his chest, like, aren't you gonna try and remove the curse? And then I'm gonna run up.
I tried. I couldn't do it. I wasn't powerful enough.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess I'm gonna run up and try and hit that damn pendant.
All right. All right, Zuzu takes a big swing, and again, the bird flaps out of the way.
Please.
I think the crows slamming in doesn't help. I feel like, you kind of constantly have to keep your hand over your face, Zuzu. You can barely get your hands on your weapon long enough to, like, make a coherent swing without crows just slamming into your face and head.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
That would be enemy's turn.
Yeah.
All right, crows come slamming in. More of them make their way into Cora's room. Cora, you're enveloped, taking the automatic damage. It looks like Already is as well. Zuzu is as well. They stop attacking Maloch now, of course, and are just focusing on the rest of you. And Dante, you take the automatic damage too, so everybody.
And Zuzu take one fewer for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Maloch is still going to attack, even though he's blinded, because Zuzu, you are very
can't.
close.
No,
can't.
It says it can't attack in the spell description.
Does it?
Yeah, it's the last line. A blind creature cannot attack.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to hurt my friend.
There's a reverse to that too.
All right, who's next?
That would be Dante, who, completely taken aback, looks over at Zuzu and Cora and just shouts at them. Cedric's in that thing! I don't... What the hell is going on? Cedric is in that thing! And, now freaked out about the idea of attacking his friend. He starts, praying to all three gods, like just chanting their names in order and making signs, and just begins to beg for aid in any way he can.
All right. New turn order.
Hey, Dante, it's your turn again.
God damn it. Ooh, okay, hold on. Gives me an idea. Shit. How far away am I from Aura and Zuzu? 20. Okay, so yeah, while he's praying, he kind of steps around Maloch / Cedric next to Zuzu. And he starts muttering faster to himself, and then he snaps his fingers and kind of like points down at the ground and casts Obscuring Mist to see if it would help protect us from these crows. If I can find where I put it. There it is.
All right. Dante's magic mist spreads around.
Dante's Magic
Worst
Mist
magic-
on sale.
That's what you
The
say at the
worst
end of every
product
movie.
ever.
Dante's mist spreads around, and when it clears, you find all of them dead on the floor.
M. Night Shyamalan flick.
All right, who's next?
It's Crow's turn.
Crow's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Crow's turn, you said?
Yeah, everybody rolled poorly.
Nice. Well, same thing. I mean, y'all just keep taking damage. The mist, I don't think helps much, as it's just a mass of them. They, fill the space like a gas, much like the mist itself.
So when they try to attack me, I try to block myself with my shield, but I guess that nothing. It doesn't do anything.
I mean, it reduces your damage by, whatever you just take.
Awesome. Okay.
At this
Yeah,
point,
they're bouncing off some of it.
the blighted crows at this point aren't even attacking because there's one for everyone aside from them, so everyone should be taking the full damage. 2 if you're armored, 4 if you're not. They just keep whipping in like a tornado around all of you. Already, they're probably hurting, people that are huddled around you on the first floor as well.
Ah, shit. I mean, if the other guys want to take their turns first, be my guest.
Sure.
I can go, or if you want to, if Zuzu has a thing.
No, go for it, Core.
Okay, so Cora is seeing the chaos go on around her. This is her beautiful, opulent chamber, and there's birds, this black evil just swarming around it, and she just is, looks and sees she sees Dante praying, evoking all of this, and she's in this holy place, and she feels this, almost this heart beating, under her robe, not her own heart, a second heart, and she feels it's a secret heart. She's pregnant. No, it's the Nazarite shard that she has, and as she remembers, it was pulsing through her veins, before, and so she has it, and she, it's an Ioun stone, so it'll float around my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she grabs it and she just pulls it out, and this circlet that she wears that Dieter gave her, it just starts swirling, and then her head, those 3 lines on her head just start bleeding as she just runs toward Maloch and just tries to grab his chest, Maloch Cedric, and just tries to grab his chest with both of her hands. And I am going to try and cast Bless, invoking the power of the Nazarite shard right now, and see if I can consecrate it or do some sort of holy damage to it.
Yeah, I think you look to the door. When you do this, you hear a voice yell "Wait!" And you look to the door and you see Mother Illustra is in the doorway. She's obviously just run up all the steps. And she's like, "Hold until I can get closer!" Yelling through the crows. And she's like, "We'll do it together!"
Okay, so she, blood dripping down her face, stops, and she reaches over, and she's just going to, instead of doing that, she's going to touch Zuzu, who's standing right next to her, and I'm going to cast a spell on you, and now you're mine. You are going to, I'm going to cast Striking on you. So this is my new scroll that I bought. I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see. So it will turn your weapon into a magical weapon, and it is enchanted. It does an additional 1d6 damage, and it is treated as magical. Do with it what you will. And she'll just touch you and be like, do what you can do, And you just see her blood running down her face as she is just and her veins are popping out because this Nazarite shard fucks with her pulse.
Sick. Okay. Well, I'm assuming you kind of touch my back and my shoulder, and you see.
Oh yeah, where I drew it.
Yeah, you see the moon start to bleed.
Yeah, I think she'll say for the mother when she touches you.
Yeah, and the weapon, It starts to drip blood, actually, like from my hands, gripping it so tight. And I'm gonna once again go for the smash. Specifically on that, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it. Malik probably has a lot of health. Nope. Damn. It's been rolling awful. Sorry, y'all.
No,
Well,
it's
this is
slippery.
dice.
Yeah, it's slippery because of the blood.
Well, I gotta get rid of this two-handed weapon, man. I'm like looking at my rolls and it's like, oh,
I mean, it served you really well thus far.
yeah, early on I think it served its purpose, but I gotta
Alright.
get rid of it.
Who's next?
Ready, I
I
believe.
think I'm the only one remaining. Ugh. Man, you know what? I was just gonna start running up to try and get to them, but once you reminded me that there are still innocent people down here, I don't think already would feel right just abandoning them to these crows. Even if he's not doing a lot, he has to do something. So he's gonna curse, and he's going to just swinging at crows isn't.
But I bet it looks sick.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I only moved 30 feet away, so I'm going to move 30 feet back to my original position, and I'm going to attempt to compel the crows to chase me by saying, "Fuck Malik! Fuck your history! And fuck your fucking goddamn beaks!" And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to exit the building.
Okay. Why don't you make a charisma check?
Yep, sounds about right. I don't think I have any way to get advantage on that. So, yeah. Bless doesn't give advantage to, doesn't give the -1 to, like, checks like this, yeah?
No, I don't think so.
Just to attack.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Morale?
That works. That's a 4.
Nice, yeah. All right, crows come streaming. The majority of the crow tornado streams through the door towards you, chasing you.
Yep, that's just about all I can do.
All right, so you run out like into the sand out in front of the tower.
Yep, out in front of the tower.
All right. Is that everybody?
Yep.
Okay, before we go to new round, let me delete everything out. All right, initiative. I'm missing one. Oh, I guess Cedric doesn't count anymore. Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Aw, man, why'd that happen?
Cordine.
She's gonna hold until her girl can get over here.
All right, Zuzu.
You're gonna see me, or Zuzu's gonna throw the hammer down in disgust as this like power fades, and he's gonna try and grapple. Just gonna jump on the back of this fucking bird.
All right. Yeah, it looks like it's he. Even though he's blind, he's turning and trying to like run away from the direction of the blows.
Yeah. So, strength check.
Yep. Plus,
Can I get
plus the level difference.
advantage because I'm audacious? And this is kind of an audacious move.
Sure.
The audacity.
Well, just to like
Yeah,
abandon your weapon in the middle of a fight with a giant vulture and like jump on its
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, nice barbarian move, sure. Advantage,
Yeah.
but plus, the level difference, 4 or 5 or whatever it is. He's HG8.
Yeah, so it's oh, am I still blessed though? So that's like minus.
Yeah, but minus
Or
1.
no, yeah. Okay, so yeah, plus 4. God damn. Okay. Well, you see me get pecked in the face or something.
You did with advantage too, right?
Yep.
All right. I can't see the dice
Well,
rolls.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 12.
Cordine.
At least I'm not
Well,
getting
I mean,
a plus
yeah,
4.
is she gonna get over? I mean, is she on her way? It's hard to tell. Like, is she on this floor?
She is. She's right outside the door
Okay.
of your room.
Okay, cool.
She
Yeah, I'll
obviously
wait
just
for
like
her.
ran up the stairs. She's panting, but she's gonna yell out to you like, don't let him escape. And it's like you can see the bird is hobbling towards the archways.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to grab him.
All right.
I mean, he is blind.
Strength check? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm grabbing this idiot.
Yep. Or runs and
Alright.
dives onto the bird as well as Zuzu's trying to hold him.
So it's a 4.
He's HG 8, so if you're level 4,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, great. Fuck. He's slippery.
He's all oily with black tar, evil goop.
Ichor.
Icka.
I'll peg out your eyes first, cleric bitch.
Oh, you're one to be talking about eyes.
So he's gonna hobble as far as he can across the balcony until he's like nearly just like teetering on the edge.
I mean, would he know where he's going?
Now he's just feeling his way. That's why he kind of didn't really make a direct line towards the edge. He just went the opposite direction of the blows until he felt, feels the edge of the balcony and he kind of stops there. Like kind of, balancing, teetering precariously on the edge. Meanwhile, the crows continue swarming in. Everybody takes crow damage. Get your crow-tine. Including Mother Illustra.
And she's down.
Well, let's see.
Oh, it's stuck.
Nah, she good. You see her hot token?
It's so hot. I looked at it and I got
Fine.
a little bit hot under the collar. I was like, ooh, whoa, hey.
You got hot avocados? Is that what you said?
No, hot under the collar.
Under the
Avocado.
cados?
Oh. Under the... whatever.
I usually eat them cold, but
Making guac.
yeah.
Under the collard.
Whatever.
Oh, collard greens.
Yeah, under the hot collard greens.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Hoppin' John. I'm just thinking of southern foods now. Who's next? I guess crows went. Everybody took crow damage, right? Who's looking hurt?
I'm at 4.
Dante or ready right now.
We're the... yeah. So, Dante, if you want to go right ahead.
Damn. I think you see Dante look up from his prayer with a weird glint in his eyes. And he pulls out of his pocket the spell that he got from the library that he has not memorized. And as he makes his 30 feet to get out the door and he looks at this Maloch crow, he holds this spell scroll up and he shouts out, "Father, bless me. Please help me with this. Imbue your might and stop this beast to give back our friend." And he reads the Call Lightning scroll out. And I don't know if it's gonna fucking work. That's not the right thing to drop.
Is this what you got in the library here?
Yeah, this is the level 3 spell that he took. And like I said, I'm not sure if it'll work right now. It's this is entirely a gamble and up to you, my friend.
Hold on. Let's see. Storm clouds must be present in the sky above. Well, let's leave it up to chance. I'm gonna say since you're in a
Heat lightning.
since you're in a desert, I'm gonna say there's a 25% chance if you get a 1 through 25 on a D100.
Do it. Do it.
Also, you got to roll to cast from a scroll as well. Even see if you're successful.
Shit, do I?
Yeah. Casting from a scroll.
Wisdom.
Casting from a scroll, you have to do wisdom plus the scroll level. It's just like a ritual, essentially.
Oh, well, that's a failure. Unless, could I use my artful trait?
Sure. I don't see why not. That could apply to scroll casting on the fly. Kind of like,
Even worse.
kind of like it for that, actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, unlike ritual, there's no negative effect other than the scroll just dissipates. The magic in the scroll is used up. Most of the arcane runes, transform
So you burn
themselves, and burn off the page.
Turns into ash, falls on in my hair, and I'm just sitting there like my hands in the air.
It's a good idea, though.
So cool.
That is Dante's turn.
Areti.
Damn. I think at this point, I fucking know I can't kill a swarm of birds. I think the best thing I can do is just lead them as far from the tower as I can. So I'm using my full movement to just run. Hoping that I'm able to hold their attention long enough for them to fully vacate the lobby of the tower.
All right, yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Turn order.
Ah, dang. Another 0.
Okay, I needed a 1.
Cordine.
All right, I'm gonna run as far as I can and try to catch up to this guy and look back to my dear priestess friend and be like, "Come on, sister." I mean, I can get to him, right? Yeah, he's only 70.
Oh,
I
sorry.
can get to him.
She didn't move last turn, but on her NPC turn, she will run towards Malik.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move. Oh, I'm on my little tape measure.
So she's up on him already. She tries.
Okay, great.
She tries to beeline,
Yeah, Cora's gonna run also and try to get up to him. And I want to try and grab him and do the thing.
Yeah, he's turning to try and roll off the balcony.
So do I mean, basically all the things I said before, but now I want to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
She's ready to do it with you. So what's it look like as you two do the bless spell as a group ritual?
I think that she and I have never done anything like this before, so I think that we probably have normally would have very different rituals, but we just look at each other and just lock eyes, and we both just cross our arms ahead of us, you're putting your hands out straight and crossing your arms and just grab onto him, all 4 arms, and just look up at the sky and just scream out, and our veins in our necks are popping out, and we are both just screaming, and this blood is running down Cora's face. The blood is running down her face, and it's just running into their mouths and down their necks as they're just screaming this prayer as loud as they can up into the cloudless sky.
Nice.
Light, emitting from all over and everywhere.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, it's perfect. That's what I should have said.
I choked.
I wish I would have said.
All right. Love it. So, together you do the bless. Is at the referee's discretion, and I think we should leave it up to fate. I feel like with more priestesses, you'd have a better chance. But you're both very powerful priestesses, probably the most powerful of your religion in this country. So I'll say a 50-50. Let's leave it to a coin toss.
You want me to roll it?
Yep, roll a 1d100 and a 1 through 50. You consecrate successfully and purify his... Rather, you purify successfully his pendant.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Mm.
It seems like it's gonna work, and we think it's gonna work, and it seems like it's gonna work.
A bubble of black tar like spews up out of his head, and his head like, you know, bursts out. You see Cedric's face again for a second. He looks scared. He tries to say something, and the tar just, you know, fills his mouth and pulls him back in, and like the body reforms of Maloch.
I know you crave a god to follow, Bone Legion. Are you not satisfied?
God, Cedric's such a dick.
Okay, it's not Cedric. Come on. Leave him alone.
So Cedric got drowned in the sticky icky.
It's Cedric in there. He's been this way all along.
He's like pulling little levers and stuff inside.
Hey, no, man. Mind the man behind the feathers.
The present machine is out of control.
That seems like a very World of Warcraft thing to me for some reason, like goblins and machines. All right, are ready?
Cool. Fun. Hey, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep running.
All right.
Can I, like, see up at that balcony to see what the fuck is happening here?
I think at this point you're starting to get a glimpse of it, yeah. You're almost to the top of, like, the big stairs that lead down to the festival town below.
Yeah. Does it look like these crows are following me?
They are.
Cool. Can I run over and grab Cedric's body over here? I'm just joking. I know that's not real. That's a fake body. I know what those look like.
This was the me I used to play games last session.
Cedric's just Jedi watching over us, just waving down.
God damn it! I hate this. I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna keep these crows moving away from the innocent people inside the tower.
All right.
That's it. I think I've gotten out of range that they won't, like, bite me. I don't know how fast these crows move.
About to find out.
About to find out, baby.
All right. It's Crow's turn, right?
Yep.
Sorry, let me finish drawing stairs. It's really important.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's really important for me.
And I'm done. All right.
Where are you drawing stairs at? Oh, over there.
Fucking hell.
The turn order's in front of it.
Crows continue flying, swooping, flying in. Okay.
Cedric's running away.
Let me see if they can make it to you. Ready? Move.
And I did use my full 60, right?
Yep.
Because I definitely intended full 60.
I moved you 60 both times.
Dope. Cool. Just wanted to be certain.
And oh yeah, they have plenty of movement to catch up to you.
Awesome.
They swoop down over you again, like making an almost hand-like shape together and like cupping down over you into the sand.
Ah, they got bigger.
It's because they can change shape like a gas. Feel the form.
That's how
Gas
crows
birds.
work.
Feel-
Gas birds.
Feel the form of their container.
Okay, so
How many
do I
crows
take
can
two-
fit in a Volkswagen?
Do I take 2 crow damage?
Yeah, you take your normal crow damage. Crow damage all around. Crow damage all around.
Can I throw up the shawl I wear on my? Not that stupid.
Again, they just like, kind of reform and then slam into each of you in a wave, over and over. Zuzu or Dante.
Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run over. I mean, all I can do.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Dante?
Dante is running out of options. So again, just taking a wild gamble and hoping to God that there is some form of humanity in this damn creature, whether it be Cedric, whether it be Malik. He is going to take a long shot and try casting Charm Person on it and commanding it to come inside or to stop, just to stop in its tracks.
Hit die, right?
Yeah, it straight up says human-like monsters of
yeah,
greater than
get that in there.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
haven't taken his dice down.
DM, you're
Well.
really killing the vibe in here.
That. Well, I guess Dante can move, but it's not going to do any good. Yeah, I'll get to the edge of this balcony. And that's my turn.
All right. Turn order. One more. There we go. Ready, and Dante, you go first now.
Dante,
Oh.
feel free.
Dante, entirely out of action or out of options, just has to pull his bow out, and he whispers, "If the Father won't guide me, then maybe the Son will let us avenge our friend." And he lets loose an arrow at the giant buzzard, who is... You're fucking kidding me.
Boat.
That's a hit.
How?
Hey, the sun guided you.
Oh,
You don't have that bad of a dex.
yeah, but I have to put a plus
damage.
5 modifier to that, so I was like, there's no way I'm hitting this, right?
Nice, 6 damage. An arrow.
That's all Dante can do.
Arrow thuds into his chest. Ready? What are you doing? You're enveloped in crows.
Yeah, that's not great, is it? Haha. You know what? I think Moretti's gonna stop running because he knows now he can't outrun these things. And I don't think he's going to attack either because he knows that he can't kill these things. So I think what he's going to do is he's actually putting down the Vibrax, the non-magic one. He's pulling out his original headhunter axe just kind of sets on the ground and uses it to steady himself. And he closes his eyes and I think he prays. And he's not praying to anyone in particular, but he says a wordless prayer to anything that'll listen. And that's his turn.
All right. Ready, braces. How many HP does he have left?
He has 2.
That is Bird's turn. Bird turn. Bird turd. Crows swarm in on everyone and do more damage. Already hits 0 as he braces on the ground. Anybody else getting close?
Close.
Cora is just like, no, I'm fine.
I want to brag.
Fucking god. Holy hell, Cora. You're gonna outlive us all.
Ooh, sorry, ready.
That's how it happens.
How many do you have, Zuzu?
I have 14 left.
So, as the crows all swoop in, Malik turns and just kind of lazily, half injured, half blind, half dead, just rolls off the ledge. And he sails in a crashing down descent towards the ground. He kind of manages to throw a wing out that kind of sends him into a spin, like a downed helicopter on the way down. But it's not enough to really break his fall fully. And he slams into the sand, the orange sand at the base of the tower with a big, eruption of sand around him from the force. Oh yeah. He's just completely smashed into the ground. And I think as soon as he hits the ground and collapses in on himself and dies, that the crows just scatter. The columns, the shapes, the hands that they're turning into just poof. And they all fly in opposite directions up into the sky, just just cawing like normal, dumb crows.
It's probably so, once they're gone-ish, the quiet is probably so unsettling after how long they've been being chased by these crows. The not being there is once the locusts at the end of the summer, you're used to that sound.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Let's have a ready roll out of action.
Do it. Yeah!
Hey.
I fully expected to die right there.
Would have felt so bad.
You lose your other arm.
Don't say
That's
that.
if you get a 5, you can do that.
Let's see.
Strap 2 axes to his hands. He runs around swinging his arms.
Yeah.
Not funny.
You just have cuts and bruises, disadvantage on all tests for the next half hour of play. So I mean,
I would at least like to ask that Reddy did not fall down when he got knocked out, and that he's just unconscious, standing steady by that axe he put in the ground.
yeah, for sure. He's just in that stoic position. Yeah, it makes sense though. I feel like a swarm of crows, it's pretty hard to fully kill someone. It would take a little bit, after you knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The crows dissipate. Mother Illustra turns and looks at you in the deafening silence of it all. She kind of glances over the edge and she just says, blood smeared across her head now drying. She says, "I'm so sorry about your friend. I'm sorry we couldn't save him. It was not the mother's will." He was not to be forgiven.
Cora wasn't there. She was up when that all happened. So she didn't like know that was, I mean, she knew it was Cedric, but you know what I mean? Like she didn't know because she didn't see it happen. She's not an idiot. And she's just like, so he's just gone? It just swallowed him up, that evil? Just swallowed him up? She's just like, tears, and then she like looks and she's like, wait, did it get already? Did it eat up already too?
She like just points out into the sand, and you see like, sand kind of blow away, and already is just like pushing himself up out of like half buried sand with his axe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that she would be like, we gotta get down there for sure, and like at least be like, we gotta go run and get her ready. Take off.
Yeah, she doesn't stop you. Do the Zuzu and Dante you follow as well, too?
No, actually, Zuzu's gonna stay there, kind of in shock, looking over the edge. But
Yeah,
his
I think-
hands are gonna be gripping the edge very tightly.
I think Dante's splayed over the side of the balcony too, just blood pouring off his arms and his head just tore up, and he's just staring down at Already.
All right. Cut to the bottom of the tower. Cora runs out to Reddy as he makes up his way up to the door.
Ready? Can you here? And she like grabs under his arm and is like, we gotta get you inside. We gotta get you somewhere. You're a mess.
Already, you notice the body of Maloch laying in the sand, like, 100 feet or so over to your right at the base of the tower.
Over there. Take me over there. I just point weakly at the vulture.
She doesn't want to go, but she's looking at him like, sure, she's going to. She's not afraid, but she just doesn't want to face it. But she kind of hesitates for a minute and then lets out a sigh and is like, and like grabs him, hoists him up a little bit more. She's so strong, and brings him over to look.
Nice. I feel like Already is just absolutely covered in like teeny nicks and cuts. Like every inch of his body is just like razor cuts,
Already, I need to heal. You gotta let me heal you. You gotta let me heal you.
I first.
So you go over to Maloch and you stand over his body in the sand. You can't see the medallion in his chest because the way he's laying, it's like underneath him. You'll have to roll him over.
I mean, I'm gonna try. I don't know if I even have the strength to muster that much up right now.
Oh, yeah, I can. She doesn't want to embarrass you.
I genuinely don't think that Iredi is paying a whole lot of attention to Cora right now. And I don't think that he has enough strength to be able to roll him over.
Cora will do it in a way that makes you feel like you did it.
Cora rolls Maloch over, and it's you kind of roll him over and look at his body for a second. The medallion, still in his chest. Suddenly, like the kind of broken symbol and the half-cracked medallion starts glowing with a golden light, and his eyes glow again, but he doesn't move. But his voice echoes almost from nowhere, and he was like, "I once protected crows from the curse of dumb beasts. The rest of the animals descended. We stayed smart, strong. Now, I curse all crows like they originally deserved to be cursed. You have done this. Your friend is gone." And then, like, the glow kind of disappears.
I wish you'd have listened to me, Cedric. I wish you'd have listened to me. I think that he was. Actually, I don't know if he has the axe. I don't know if he was able to even hold a grip onto it while Cora was dragging him away. But I mean, if he does, I think he wants to try and destroy that crest, whatever is remaining of that pendant in the middle of its chest.
So you like turn to look for the axe, and when you turn to look back, the glow in it is like starting to spark, and it just kind of disintegrates into like ash as the glow dissipates and goes away, and the ash just kind of blows away in the wind, leaving just a scorched hole in the chest of the giant buzzard.
This was what I was afraid of, Cora. From the very start. And it's happened again. As it's happened time and time before. I wish you'd have listened to me.
That wasn't him. This isn't him already. And she says it and looks at you in a way that's like she's saying it just as much to convince herself as she is trying to convince you. And Cedric, we knew that wasn't him. And I don't know. It wasn't him. And she just kind of like keeps saying that and like looking down and like shaking her head.
I think we both know who Cedric was, Cora. I just wish his last moments had any shred of dignity that he once had.
I won't remember him like this. I'm not going to remember him like this. And she says to you almost indignantly, that wasn't him. That staff did not make the man that I knew. I'm going to remember him when he was at his best. And I hope that you'll do the same for me if something ever comes upon me that turns me twisted and evil. Don't you ever remember him like this.
We should have destroyed that fucking thing when we first found it. I think Alrighty's gonna try and just stand at this point.
Alright, yeah, you have 1 HP, so you're back up on your feet, as fucked up as you are. And head back in. And I guess what, retire to Cora's quarters? Sorry, was Zuzu, were you about to say something? Or did I just cut off?
No. I mean,
I thought I cut somebody off.
I wouldn't mind like talking to the high priestess.
I want to know if there's anything. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You can, but I think she's busy trying to like help calm people and injured tourists and priestesses down on the first floor. She's fairly busy, but you can go talk to her while she's doing that. I think she was just kind of trying to give everybody space too while they're grieving, you know, in the party.
Well then, I guess. I don't know. I kind of want to drag that buzzard over to the shrine of the sun. Like, burn it there.
Alright, yeah. You can go off and do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's everyone...
Before he gets dragged off, I just want to know, is there any shred of Cedric on it at all? Is there anything left that he had? I mean, he was a wizard.
Nope.
You know, is there nothing?
Nope, it's all gone.
There is one little thing.
Oh yeah.
When Cedric
dead.
tried to reach out and he died, I think Dante would probably notice as he's sitting there injured and fucked up, just a little ladybug crawl up on his arm. It's only one. It's the last one. But there's a little ladybug that will stay with Dante if he'll keep him.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, Dante beaten looks down and just watches it crawl in his hand. Gives a little laugh and a smirk. And then he gets up and he starts following Zuzu.
All right. People in the town gather like quietly and just like watch all of you, like you two, in silence as Zuzu just like stone-faced drags this buzzard, you know, through the orange sand towards the steps and down to the alcoves below. Like, I feel like now they're not fans, they're almost like I don't know, believers, like worshippers. Like, people just like silently follow you and watch everything you do, Zuzu, as you take the buzzard down there in like reverence. What do you do when you get it to the alcove that holds the statue of the sun and the little altar in front of it?
Is the sun like, okay, could you describe like, does he have anything that he usually has, you know? Like, is there anything he's depicted with usually?
Yeah, he's like a 16-year-old kid, but he's wearing knight armor, like, you know, always. And he's usually got like a riding crop and, you know, maybe a sword. I think kind of everybody in the family has like a important sword. It's like a common symbol. Each of their different swords have different like shapes that are known. I think his is a little bit fang-like.
So yeah, I'm gonna take my hammer. I'm gonna break off that wyvern tooth. It's on the end of it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna I guess hold it up in representation of that like tooth-like sword or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like plunge it into the eye of this bird. And then I'm gonna light it on fire in front of it. I'm
Nice.
just gonna, you know,
People gather, like
serve.
a crowd gathers in close in like a half circle around you and like just get on their knees and start praying to the fire.
Yeah, and it's like, as this thing's like smoldering, I'm gonna like ask the sun to give this thing company in hell.
I think one of like the priests that is in the order of Irving, you know, the priest of the brother that live here, like steps out of the crowd and looks at you and takes your hand and starts reciting like just a really ancient, you know, like song prayer to the brother that is pretty rarely used these days. But like a lot of people kind of gather in on the second verse. It's like, you know, just like this ominous low kind of requiem type song.
Dope. I'm assuming it has like a little bit of connection with the sun. They just don't want to like.
No, I think
really...
he openly acknowledged, like this priest of the brother is openly acknowledging that like this is a good time to worship the sun, and is singing like an ancient hymn of the sun that people don't use often anymore, like maybe even in the past couple hundred years.
Sick.
But like,
Sick.
but people are with it, and like they all start joining in to this like song to the sun.
Yeah, and I'm totally joining in. Like I would know this. I feel
like it's Vex's lullaby.
Sick.
Or Vax, I think is his name. Vax's lullaby.
Yeah, and then at the end of it, when he's all burnt up, I'm gonna go up to that altar and I'm gonna ask him to make sure that Cedric isn't with him. You know, try and like ask him to make sure that they're separate in the end, at least.
The priest to the brother is just like, the mother will take him into her arms. She'll give forgiveness.
I'm gonna go and like kneel at the priest's feet and thank him.
He just, kind of smiles quietly as the crowd just quietly shuffles away, and still kind of enraptured in the wonder of the moment. They go off quietly into the night to ponder the ceremony they all just kind of took part of. Awesome. At this point, I think it's drawing close to evening. Or, late afternoon at least. Maybe not sundown, but... Does everyone kind of gather back at the tower? I think we should kind of like fade to black and fast forward with you regathered maybe in Cora's chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's, we're almost done for the night, but let's take a quick break. For like 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll come back and maybe introduce Andy's new character and pick up with you in the tower somewhere. Or maybe it's when you're on your way back to the tower, you run into this character, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Cool.
All right, yeah, be back in 2 seconds. Whispers from beyond. Wow, dude.
That was great, dude. I felt feelings. You are a really good GM.
Thanks, man. You really helped make like a climax, through your decisions and stuff. That was awesome. I think before we even discuss if you should introduce the character, I think we should discuss like really if the campaign should keep going. It's just such a natural fucking kind of ending point. I feel like the only other thing to take care of would be the Eld. But, I mean, you already killed their leader, you know what I mean? So, I feel like we could just kind of talk in a broader sense of, like, what goes on to happen with the Eld rather than actually playing through it. But it's up to you, and I think it's kind of up to them.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like my intro... So I think at this point, I wanted to surprise you, but do you want me to, like, let you in on what I was going to do at the end?
Yeah.
So I think what I want to do is shadowy figure appears, how we're going to put it, and then be like, you're them, aren't you? Right, wait, let me guess. I see. Now you must be a ready, a one arm gave it away. And you Cora, I mean, come on, lady of the group, easy enough. Zuzu, look at you, here, that's you, right? And Dante, he said you were handsome, but you are burned up. I hate that for you. So where is my grandfather?
Oh.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would happen like a day or two later, though. He's supposed to be coming from Cedric's village looking for him.
Yeah, I think he's been tailing them. You know, he was getting messages from Cedric, and then all of a sudden they stopped because the crows stopped taking messages.
Mm.
And so he knows who they are because his grandpa was like, hey, I'm going to look for this magic artifact, like the beginning of the campaign. And then he sends them letters like, hey, I found this group, like I had this thing happen, and then all of a sudden these messages just end.
I see. I like that. I'm totally okay with it, but I do think it shouldn't happen like I think it's too quick. I think like a day or two should go by, or like next time they try and leave the tower together, kind of thing.
Yeah, whenever you think, but that's the plan for when you prompt.
Yeah, I like that. But also, again, I do think maybe we should just like see if we should even keep going. Like,
yeah, if they want to end it, I mean, that was a great climax. So
yeah,
I'm happy either way.
For sure. And yeah, rather than end it, I like to think of it as starting in the next one. But like we would do like a little wrap up where we talk in, you know, kind of general story terms, like what happens to each character, where they go next, what they do, you know, to have a little resolution.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm down for whatever. I loved it. That was an all-timer session. That was so good.
That was awesome. Yeah, sweet man. Thanks. All right, let's jump back over there real quick.
All right, right on.
Killed me.
All right,
The ladybug fucking killed me.
we're back.
Ladybug.
I'll be back in like
Yeah,
2 seconds, though, 'cause
that's-
I didn't get a drink.
The little
That's
lovely.
what literally teared me up. Was like, you motherfucker.
I felt feelings. D&D is supposed to make me feel feelings.
I love how fake games make you have emotions.
Yeah, I loved it.
Damn.
I tried to
No
live.
way.
I knew I took a big risk. I tried to live, but
I mean, I think we all respected the hell out of that decision. That was.
Yeah, I think that
fucking
was
good.
sick.
That was sick as hell.
I didn't want to hang you guys out to dry, so I was gonna try everything to like, you know, I was gonna like try some stuff, but I was just like, okay, like, you know, I already, you know.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man.
Fucking did a hell of a lot. That was really fucking good. Hey, congratulations, Andy. You removed an entire sentient species from the game.
Oh,
Zach,
you
I
broke the
love
bird.
Like,
Sick as shit.
Right, you just
I
rewrote
loved
history
it.
in Charlie's whole series.
just
Oh, I love
that
it.
was
You broke the
amazing.
birds.
Incredible.
It was
You broke the
fun.
birds. It's
What a-
so
I was like-
sick.
Trying so hard not to, like, I didn't want to hurt. Like, I was like, okay, I got to do everything I can do not to actually cause physical damage to this thing. It was so weird having a combat where he never attacked.
Well, I kept being meaner and meaner. Like, go ahead, attack this guy.
And I knew that, but I was like, no.
We had hope.
I was so I wanted to be up there so fucking badly, but I knew there's no way I could get up there.
I still thought your little story at the bottom of the tower was cool. That was interesting.
Yeah,
I
you know,
loved
I tried to make do with what I had.
He sacrificed himself for the people of the tower.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
I was
I think
so
that was
imagining
super
it.
sick. I think that was super sick. That was an awesome little side story.
Yeah, it was like a awesome dramatic like side part of the battle that you had. You know, yeah, you started your own little side plot of the battle. Okay, so Andy and I were talking. He has an idea for a new character and an idea of how to introduce it, but I think first we should talk about, I mean, if this should be where the campaign ends. It seems like almost a really natural like campaign climax. I feel like we could do maybe like one more short session to like talk resolutions and talk in general terms, and everybody can talk about what their character goes on to do, etc., etc. But this could be a nice ending place. The only other thing to wrap up would really be the Eld, but really you've already killed their leader, and we could make that part of our like kind of just hand wave wrap up or storytelling wrap up and just kind of cover it in general terms. But it's up to you guys. I think you should decide. I mean, I think we should decide together. But it does feel like almost like, I don't know, like a very natural ending point. Like, it kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't expect it to end quite yet, but
Very poignant.
I think I agree. Like, I think we can hand wave some of the ending, but like, I don't think there's a way we're gonna be able to like capstone this. Is there?
I mean, there's other branches you could follow up. You could follow up the Eld. You could follow up, like I said earlier, Urg and like some other stuff there. But it almost feels like a lot of separate storylines, and like a lot of the main party characters would fall off at some point to do their own thing at this point, you know, especially now with Cora's status at this tower. And
Yeah, I can't see her. I mean, especially after destroying the room the first day she has it, I can't see her turning away. I mean, this seems like such a natural progression for her character.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see it as an ending. I can definitely see everybody kind of splitting off.
yeah.
Um,
So I think we should do another session where like everybody thinks about what their character goes and does next. Like we can do a little goodbye session, you know, and roleplay like the moment of everybody leaving to do their own thing or staying, whatever it might be, you know.
Quick reminder that next week is the week that I will be in Colorado.
Well, you're dead.
Yeah, I know. So you guys just do it without me. Okay, what Cedric's gonna do? He's gonna be
No.
fucking dead.
And that's the way it ended.
Well, we'll record it too if you can't make it, but either way. And then we can take a couple weeks off and maybe discuss another campaign in the same world, or a different world, or a different system. I'm up for all of that.
That's my hesitation. Is it's like, man, I really love playing this damn story.
I know.
Yeah, I know that. I do have that is my hesitation. Like, I'm loving the world. I'm loving the time we're in. I'm loving the party. I think we've all kind of like congealed in a weird way.
Yeah,
It would kind of make sense if we were given a mission by the tower to do something.
that's
You
true.
know?
We could
like-
we could.
Good to stop when you still want more, though.
I think so
that
too.
If you let it go
Yeah.
too long,
Yeah,
that's
it
when it
really
starts to
is.
feel
Yeah.
Yep.
you're pulling it straight. You know what I mean? I don't know. For me, I'm like, I love when something is like, oh, it felt like a really good story. And yes, I want to try and Google everything I can about the TV show to figure everything else out. But
Yeah. I mean, yeah, agreed. That's it, exactly. I feel like we established too last campaign that like 10 to 20 is the sweet spot. So this will be like 14 sessions, you know. That's where it like feels good and no one gets stale or bored of anything. And the other thing is we don't have to abandon all of the elements of this week. Like I said, we could take a week or two off and discuss a different campaign, and it could totally be in the same world or even in the same country, you know. And now we know a lot of lore about this country, so we can come up with, you know, even more interesting adventure seeds for you to fulfill.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
mean,
hard to
quite
give up a
frankly,
character that's so good.
Well, then they can also exist as NPCs, you know, that are important in the world, etc., or quest givers or whatever.
Man, I had so many more things I wanted to dig into about already, but yeah, I think that I think
The
we hit a
wrap
good
up
point.
store.
Yeah, well, the other thing is now that these are like established NPCs, we could always jump to another campaign in the future where it's like, okay, now they're like super established. They're all level 5 or 6, you know, and do like a little high level campaign where they do like a mission for the tower or whatever it is. You know,
It's also cool to think about, like, if you have more for Already, maybe the next campaign is following Already's story, and
Yeah.
Already stays in the story, but we have new characters, or you know.
that's true too. We could do something like that.
I mean, sure, but the thing is, already really, really, really wants to stop doing adventures.
This is a good place for him to settle down. They would take him as a cleric. Man, it'd be this is such a nice ending capstone for him because he literally prays. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like where it ends.
Yeah, it's like probably, I'm assuming, one of your first like actual like heartfelt prayers, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
they were
never
answered.
really believed in anything. Yeah.
I do have a banger of a fucking character ready to go, though. I'll tell you that much.
Oh hell. Oh well, hey, you know what? Let's introduce him real quick.
No,
Yeah,
because
I don't care about this.
I
guy.
think we should do it. If we are gonna introduce him, we should do it next time. You know, or not at all, and he can just tell you about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I can just be him if we do another campaign. I'll just be him.
Yeah.
Save him for this next campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be totally down.
So this.
So are we in agreement? Should we take a vote? It sounds like everyone pretty much is on the same page, right?
I think I'm down to close it out here.
Again, I don't think we should close out Tridia yet. This is our first Tridia campaign. We've learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm really liking the country. I'm liking the little setting we've got. So
Yeah, and we'll
that's
think.
my biggest like reason why it's like I love the idea of being in a setting right now where like the world's in kind of disarray.
Well,
like-
now even more so because now the communication is permanently cut off. They've literally built, you know, an entire society around crow communication.
Exactly.
Man, how is this
So,
gonna
like that's why this is so interesting right now going
That's
forward.
why we have
And-
to go to a new camp.
yeah,
It's
and getting like
ladybugs
a
now.
campaign where it's like a year in the future, even where it's just like
Oh my god.
nothing's really been figured out and like everything's just chaotic.
I
and,
just
like,
had a flash. Yeah, we need to do like a apocalyptic Pony Express campaign where you're like trying to establish a messaging service.
Ooh,
Oh, that's so sick.
that'd be sick as hell.
I do want
Make
to
a
say,
run between a couple cities that are just like, yeah,
Well, like communication
Nailed
via
up.
messenger becomes like the most expensive, like sought after thing by rich people because it's incredibly hard to get done well or safely.
make
Or
some
like,
awesome faction that delivers messages.
yeah,
yeah, and people with a good reputation for delivering, messages like quickly and
yeah, but basically
Other-
because they know it's super fucking dangerous
yeah,
and remote, and yeah, I feel like everyone would get really isolationist. Like suddenly, a lot of supply lines are cut off, so cities have to just rely on themselves, which I'm sure for the first years they'll erupt and riot and people die and bad things happen. And well,
yeah, and I'm assuming. I mean, are there any like druids in this setting?
there are some. They're more like priests, though, and there's also a few shapeshifters as well, but they're less like traditional druids and more like shapeshifters.
The priest spells get real druidy, and so do the wizard spells, really.
Mhm.
If you choose to go that route,
There
There's
are
lots of talk to animals.
there
and
are
stuff.
like animal based priests, which is what there are quote unquote druids, but think of them more priestly. They're clerics of natural religions.
So like, I'm assuming that they would get in high demand as well, like
Possibly.
for their ability to like still send crows or whatever. Like,
Yeah, most druids in this tend to be fucking evil and into sacrificing people. Not necessarily evil, just negative against humanity.
Yeah, because they
yeah,
destroy
they're
shit.
tripped out.
Yeah. Also, a lot of druids in this are into like rot and fungus and decomposition and ghoul trees and things like that. It's a common thread for swamp druids are more common.
Okay.
If that makes
So
sense.
is this gonna be our? Is this gonna be the last session for this campaign?
I think so, guys. Do we do it? We're gonna do one a goodbye session next time. Do we want to do that, or should we?
Can
Oh,
we take
yeah.
a week off and then do a goodbye session? Because I want to be here.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, we can take a week off, and then the week off, let's fantasize and chat about the next campaign.
Hold up. A week off. I'm not going to be here. I'm
Well,
going
that's
to be
why
gone
we
the
can in
18th.
chat. We can.
Oh, yeah, next week you're not gonna be here, or the week after next week.
The 18th. I'm going to be gone the 18th. So
What?
I won't be able to make it.
Can we do it on like a weekday or something? Yeah, just it's only gonna probably be like a 30 or an hour. I'm gonna say an hour. We'll try and cap it at an hour.
Tuesday.
Like,
wouldn't
if we
be
can do it
bad.
like this week, that'd be ideal.
I could do it again this week easier than I could do it
Yeah,
next week. I won't be available.
I could do like tomorrow for an hour.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, I can do
I
it.
could do. Yeah, what time tomorrow? That's the question for me.
Like 9 Central.
I have trivia tomorrow. Wait, it's tomorrow. When tomorrow's Tuesday? No, I'm good tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm good tomorrow.
Like,
Yeah, I could do 9 Central. I
9
might
is
be a
great
little
for me.
late, but
9 is great for me.
Perfect.
I have a whole plan. I mean, I see this so clearly. I do love this party so much. I am sad because this is my first time ever being a player. You guys are my first party ever. So,
Aw.
Really?
yeah.
What the
So
fuck?
I'm-
You freaking knocked it out of the park.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I GM. I'm
job.
forever GM. So,
Ah, that.
thank you for being my
okay.
first time players. It's very special to me.
great job.
Yeah, you guys. Everybody was great. Charlie, you were great. I mean,
Thank
this
you.
campaign changed what I thought a role-playing game could be. You guys were all fantastic. I thought about it all week, every week. So kudos to all of you. Kudos to Charlie for putting it together. It was really, I mean, it was. I've never put as much emotionally and just thinking about a campaign as I have in this campaign. So thanks everybody.
Oh, hearts, love you guys. Good job.
Wait, beliefs and goals.
Oh yeah.
Survive. Well,
I'm just gonna give everybody 4 XP.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I
felt
level
loved.
up.
Wow, cool. I'm at 16.5 XP. Incredible.
Out of what?
Out of 19 is it?
18. to
I
get
don't
to
know. Whatever.
21 out of 18.
Yeah,
Level 4, baby, at the end.
baby, right at the end.
Man, that was a pretty low level campaign, really. We definitely leveled a lot slower than last time.
Well, we started off fast, and then we all kind of knocked it back a bit, and then...
Yeah, that was good, though. I like it when it's not too fast. I didn't think it was too slow.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
The level's
super...
called earned.
Yeah, it wasn't a super long campaign. And, yeah. I thought that was...
Well, we all were crazy. It was so fun. I just had so much fun. You guys are all so fun. There were moments when every single person, I was like so grateful that you were the person that you are. Like people
Aw.
did things that I was so like, it was either a moment where I needed help and someone helped me figure out how to be a better player, or it was like an in character moment where I was feeling like I was lost and someone like picked up on that and immediately stepped in, and I just felt very supported, and that rules.
Oh, that's great. And yeah, the story was always good, and just moving forward in an interesting way. Everybody mixed with everybody in one way or another, and it was really good. One thing I was going to say is we should do one more trait vote, too, for the goodbye thing. Think of a trait for everybody for this last arc. And that's like a nice little way to sum things up.
Tomorrow at 9.
Yeah, tomorrow at 9.
All right,
Tomorrow
9. Look
night.
forward to it.